जय श्री माता जी। ऑनलाइन उपस्थित विश्व के सभी साधकों का सुबह के ध्यान सत्र में हार्दिक स्वागत है। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी को नमन करके हम सब ध्यान की स्थिति में बैठते हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी आज का ध्यान सत्र शुरू करने की कृपया अनुमति प्रदान कीजिए। सामूहिक बंधन। अपना चित्त हृदय में लाते हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी कृपावंत होकर आप हमारे हृदय में विराजिए। श्री माता जी आपकी कृपा में हमारा हृदय निर्मल, शुद्ध एवं विशाल बनाइए। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी आपकी कृपा में हम केवल शुद्ध आत्मा हैं। तीन महामंत्र तत्पश्चात श्री गणेश मंत्र।
त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुण्डलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी। साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गणेश साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः।
जय श्री माता जी। संतुलन करने हेतु अपना राइट हैंड पृथ्वी तत्व पर रखते हैं। चित्त ईड़ा नाड़ी पर। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी आपकी कृपा में सामूहिकता के ईड़ा नाड़ी पर तमोगुण के सभी बाधक तत्व भूमि तत्व में विलीन कर दीजिए। श्री माता जी कृपा कर सामूहिकता की ईड़ा नाड़ी शुद्ध कर दीजिए। राइट हैंड गोद में, लेफ्ट हैंड आकाश की तरफ। अपना चित्त पिंगला नाड़ी पर। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी आपकी कृपा में सामूहिकता के पिंगला नाड़ी पर रजोगुण के सभी बाधक तत्व, अतिरिक्त उष्णता, भविष्य के विचार, अहंकार आकाश तत्व में विलीन कर दीजिए। श्री माता जी कृपा कर सामूहिकता की पिंगला नाड़ी शुद्ध कर दीजिए। लेफ्ट हैंड गोद में। अपना चित्त मध्य नाड़ी और सहस्रार पर। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, कृपा कर हमें संतुलन दीजिए, हमें वर्तमान में रखिए। अपना चित्त मूलाधार चक्र पर लाते हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, आपकी कृपा में सामूहिकता के मूलाधार चक्र पर श्री गणेश तत्व प्रस्थापित कीजिए, कार्यान्वित कीजिए। चित्त मूलाधार पर श्री कुंडलिनी गौरी माता साक्षात। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कुंडलिनी गौरी माता साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देवै नमो नमः। अपना चित्त मध्य नाड़ी से सहस्रार पर लाते हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, कृपावंत होकर आप हमारे सहस्रार पर विराजिए। श्री माता जी, कृपा कर हमारा आत्म साक्षात्कार दृढ़ कीजिए। कृपा कर हमें निर्विचारिता प्रदान कीजिए। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, कृपा कर हमें निर्विचार निर्विकल्प ध्यान में स्थित कीजिए। जय श्री माता जी। इसी ध्यान की स्थिति में अमृतवाणी आत्मसात करते हैं। श्री कृष्ण पूजा 1994 पार्ट 1।
As you know, Shri Krishna is the incarnation of Vishnu. And Vishnu is the one who is the preserver of this universe. When this whole world was created, it was necessary to create a preserver also, because this world would have been destroyed. And if it is left alone without a preserver, then the way human beings are, they could have done anything to this world. But so Vishnu is the preserver. He is the preserver and he is the only one really incarnates. Of course, sometimes Brahmadeva also incarnated. But he only takes forms. In our evolutionary process, he has taken different forms. Came on this earth in different ways. But still he had, as you say, 12 up to 12 was Sri Rama. And up to 10, he was there. So he created also an atmosphere of the many great prophets around himself, so that they could preserve the dharma of this universe. So the basis of preservation was dharma, which has got, as you know, the most important basic foundation for spiritual life. In this dharma, whatever was to be established balance. It was a habit with people to go to extremes in anything. So he created a balance within us. The first principle of dharma was to create balance. If a person doesn't have a balance, then he cannot achieve his ascent. Simple as that. If you don't have a balance in your aeroplane, it cannot ascend. If you don't have a balance, say, on a ship, it won't move. In the same way, first the human beings had to achieve the balance. But they are born with different capacities, with different capabilities. I said that Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Jati Rupena Samsita. Means the aptitudes are different. They are born with different aptitudes, with different faces, with different colors, because variety was to be created. If everybody looked the same, you see, they would be looking like some robots or something. So everybody was created in a different way according to the country, according to the parents. All this was organized by the principle of Sri Vishnu, that he created this world in different varieties. He gave variety. And Sri Krishna is the master of it. At the time when Sri Krishna came, people were extremely serious type and had become very ritualistic. The reason was that Rama came and he talked of maryadas. And these maryadas made people extremely austere type. In that austerity, people lost the sense of joy, sense of beauty, sense of variety. So the Sri Krishna's incarnation came, as we call it, the Sampurna. It's complete because he has 16 petals. As the moon has 16 kalas, he too had 16 petals, so he is Sampurna and he is what we call is the Purnima, is the full moon. With this completeness of his incarnation, of Vishnu's incarnation, from Vishnu to many other incarnations, he came as the complete incarnation, the total of Sri Vishnu was manifested. So, whatever was lacking in Rama's incarnation, he brought it forth. As you know that on the center, on the right heart, you have 12 petals. With this, he showed so many things which people miss completely. Because, unfortunately, Gita was written down. When Gita was written down, people started following the book word by word, not understanding. And in the Gita, his message was never for peace. He didn't say you should be peaceful. It was something like jihad. That he said that to Arjuna, you have to fight. At this time, you have to fight for dharma, for the truth. And you have to fight. Then he said, I can't kill my uncles and I can't kill my grandfather and I can't kill my relations. He said, who are you killing? They are already dead. Because they have no dharma. If you have no dharma, then you are already dead. So what is there to kill or not to kill? And that is what today we see. In modern times, especially America, which is the country of Vishuddhi, they have no dharma. So they are already dead, under dope or whatever you may call it, under fear of all kinds of diseases. They are already dead, and whom are you going to kill? And this message was in Kurukshetra he gave to Arjuna. But then he said, you have asked me to kill these people because I have dharma in me. I am killing them, all right. But what beyond this? What is beyond that? So he describes Sahajayoga. Beyond this was Sahajayoga. Was first he describes in the second chapter, who is the Sthita Prajna? Is the man who is balanced. Then he says that such a man is never angry. He doesn't get angry. Inside, he is absolutely at peace. So what he described later on is really the modern times. Or we can say our Sahajayoga. In which he said how a person should become. He didn't write or he didn't say how to become that. But the description is just like Christ, I think, where he says that if somebody slaps you on one face, you put the other side of the face. All this is actually description of Sahajayoga, of the future. not at that time when Kauravas were fighting the Pandavas. It was not at that time. During that fight, he told him that if you become a Sthita Prajna, then you can transcend all these problems, all these understandings that you have, and you become absolutely peaceful with yourself. So on one side, he said, you have to fight. Now in modern times, we do not have to fight Kauravas. There are no Kauravas. The 5 Pandavas have to fight the Kauravas. So now what are these 5 Pandavas? They are our senses. Or we can call they are the cosmos divided into various elements. One side. They have to fight. They have to fight the Kauravas, which are within us. Now there are 100 Kauravas, not one. It is, if you extend it, then we can say the nature has to fight something that is against the nature. Now people will say anger is natural. Getting annoyed is natural. To be aggressive is natural. It is not. Anger and all these things may have been natural. But now we must know that we have the natural capacity to ascend. It's natural to go higher. It is natural to be Sthita Prajna. It is natural to be Sahajayoga. This is also built in us. For example, a seed is a seed. When it is seed, we call it seed. All right, naturally is to be seed. But then it sprouts, then becomes a tree. So it is also natural in a seed that all that future, all the thousands of trees it is going to be, is also in that seed. And now, as you know, they are experimenting that in one seed you can get 1,000, a minimum of thousands of little sprouts in one seed, and which can be made, all of them, into trees or plants. This is a new thing that has come up. So when he said that you have to become a Sthita Prajna, what he was trying to say, that you should achieve your balance. Now this he told, there was a war on. When they were warring, all right, you have to do it. If you have to war with people, if you have to kill them, it's all right. But afterwards, once that is over, then what you have to do is to build up your spiritual sense. Now the building up of the spiritual sense is our work. And that's what we have to do. Not only dharma. Many Sahajogis think that they are going in dharma, so they are all right. They are working in dharma, they are living in a dharmic life. They are. I am very surprised and happy that they are doing it. But that's not the end of it. That's the balance part, where you are balancing yourself. Now what you have to do is to go ahead and build up your spiritual self and spread it. This is the work of Sri Krishna also, because he is the one who communicates all over. As you know, America is communicating everywhere, in a wrong way, but it is. It has got computers, it has got this, all communication things it has done, because it is innately built in them to communicate. But because They don't believe in Shri Krishna, neither in Dharma. So the basis itself is wrong. And with this wrong basis, they have started spreading. With this very, very wrong basis, they have started spreading all kinds of filth and dirt and I don't know what to call it, which is against human beings, which is against our ascent, which is against God. And they are doing all this. Why? Why are they doing which they are not supposed to do? I think it's the intellect. Their intellect, which is also, I should say, is the brain, which is the seat of Virat. Can you imagine? It's the seat of Virat. And with their intellect, what do? They say it is natural. It is natural to be adharmic. It is natural to be aggressive. It is natural to be money oriented. Everything that they have is all natural. Because according to them, with their intellect, they have somehow or other managed to convince through your rationality that this is the correct thing to do. Without this, you cannot exist. I mean, this is supposed to be their culture now. Now, if that is the culture all over, it's not only in America, all over, this sort of a nonsensical culture is accepted because of the intellect. They are much more intelligent. You see, a person who always thinks of money, this, that, naturally becomes very intelligent in the sense he becomes sharp. He becomes smart. He becomes smart, in a way, something as if he knows everything. He starts thinking he knows everything. Whatever he is doing is right. Whatever the way he is behaving, he is right. So, these Pandavas, which he has got within himself, these elements that he has got, he uses them for a purpose which is destructive, absolutely destructive, anti-God. And he is not aware, because his intelligence always justifies. Whatever he is doing is justified. And he has given also so much of brains to these intellectuals that they also try to go against what is Dharma. For example, even Sri Krishna's life, they try to depict by saying that Sri Krishna himself had 5 wives and he had 16 wives later. Actually, these were his power. But without understanding what Sri Krishna was, because intellect is such a gross nonsense that it doesn't take you to the right thinking, always to the wrong thinking. It moves you because you want to justify everything. And this justification makes you live with yourself. Otherwise, normally, you can't live with yourself. It is very difficult to live with a life which is adharmic, which is aggressive, which is what you can call a warmongering type. But they live. So, all that is expected of a human being, just the opposite of that, juxtaposition of that, is being done in all these Western cultures. You can see it clearly, how they justify. Immorality, they can justify. One Mr. Freud came in, he replaced even Christ. Of course, I mean, he had to, because Christ was even more strict than Muhammad Sahib, who said, anybody does anything with one eye, with the eyes, you should take out one eye. And anybody whose hand is spoiling him, he should cut his hand. I mean, most of the Europeans and Americans would have been without one hand, I think. according to Christ. Thank God they didn't follow him to that point. And also Muhammad Sahib thought that Christ has done so much for the men, why not we do something for the women also? So he made something for women. Both of them are too much for human beings. They didn't realize it. Who is going to take out one eye for that? They have intellect. Now, if they are looking at many women, there's a justification is natural. Have you seen any animal behaving like that? If the animals are natural beings, we are worse than animals. And what a mess we have created with this kind of understanding through these intellectuals who are trying to tell us something, and we accept. So this is one of the problems, is if there's an intelligent man, he dominates. Now, for example, some fashion starts. We all take it. It's a fashion. But why are you taking it? It's a fashion. So the intellect of an entrepreneur can really befool you completely. But not with people who are wise. They will say, get lost. We have heard all this. This is about morality part. That is the worst practiced in the West. I mean, worse than animals, I should say. And that's how they are suffering today. They are suffering with so many diseases, so many troubles, this, that. Second thing which we always justify is violence. Now, there is no war going on in Kurukshetra. But you see violence everywhere. In America, it's terrible. When my daughter went, she took out all her ornaments, put it with me. She said, Mommy, I can't carry this. Nothing was given to the girl. All artificial things were given. Because you can be killed for it. I'm not saying it's only in America, it's everywhere. Because everybody's guru is America. It starts from America, the Gurudom, and people just follow blindly. So the violence is now entering into our films, Indian films also, but now they have taken some objection. Maybe it is too much for us. But this kind of thing that you can kill anybody. So if you go on like this, you see, if that is the criteria of greatness, then Rwanda people should be placed highest in the evolutionary process. Killing somebody is not allowed. Thou shalt not kill. Muslims are killing. Everybody is killing everyone. The other day they killed a very nice man in India for nothing at all. This idea of aggressiveness ultimately takes you to the killing part. You can't even create one ant. How can you kill human beings like that? Of course, this killing business is taken to the highest limit, like Hitler believed that he was top of the world. This is same. That you just forget what you are and you start assuming through your ego that you are something very great. Also in Sahajayoga I find recently there are some people who are saying they are gods, they are deities, everything. So this ego business is actually taking energy of your intelligence. And the greatest enemy of a human being is his intelligence, I think. Because it's so limited, it is so conditioned, and it is so arrogant, and it is so blind. Wisdom is a different thing. Wisdom you don't get in colleges, schools, universities, nowhere. Where do you get it, the wisdom? You get it through your spirit, which gives you a complete idea as to what is right and what is wrong. Whatever is wrong will be accepted by intellect, always. Intellect is not wisdom, one must understand. There are two things, wisdom and intellect. Now, Krishna was known to be the diplomat. He had divine diplomacy. That means what? He was very intelligent. No doubt, without that you can't do. I've met some people who are very highly placed, don't have much intelligence even, but I have now seen that this intellect is a dangerous thing. So Shri Krishna, he used his intellect. He is all powerful. Nothing can dominate him. Even his intellect cannot dominate him. He used his intellect. Difference between the two you should see. You should be able to use your intellect and not to be dominated by your intellect. So he used his intellect by which he solved many problems. His whole diplomacy was to use his intellect and use it for the purpose of divine. All the time, the divine in him was helping him to use his intellect. So the difference is that we are slaves of our intellect. And he is the master of his intellect. Not only everything. His conditioning, his master, his emotions, his master, his body, he's the master. He's master of everything. And when you master it, you see your intellect very clearly, oh, this is what it is suggesting. This is not. This intellect can give you very so-called positive ideas that you are the lord of the whole world. This is supposed to be positive. Or the same intellect can give you ideas that you are nothing. This intellect plays on top of you. Now, you are not to be guided by your intellect, but by your wisdom, as you are Sahajayogas. So, you have a very good instrument of feeling it. Through your vibrations, you can make out what is good and what is bad. And you can see, sometimes as being human beings, there are some intellectual effects also coming in. But with Sahajayoga, you can judge. What is this intellect telling you? Because the intellect that you have has come out of what? Is the main thing. Should go to the subtle point. How this intellect has come to us. This intellect has come to us because our brain became active very soon. I have seen some children extremely intelligent, but they have no wisdom. If only the brain develops too much, could be a mother is a very intelligent woman and father must be very intelligent, inheritance would be great, so they get it. Or maybe the circumstances, like if you are born in a particular country, you suddenly become very intelligent. I've seen Americans, they read all the time. All the time you see them reading, even English they read. But what is the outcome of all that reading, I don't know. Every book they will read. If you ask them what is a computer, they know the computer is this thing, all things. I don't know how to even put off my television. If you ask them about television, they will know. Anything you want to know about mechanical things, they will know. Anything about politics, they will know. Whose father was that? And they will tell you that. No, this is like this is like that. All this is avidya. Is not knowledge, it is non-knowledge. So they think they are very intelligent because they know everything about everything. Now, with this intellect, as this consciousness comes in, they start creating very intellectual ideas. Especially in America, I have seen, they have got for children all kinds of funny things just to extract money. For example, there is a gollywog or something which has a birthday Can you imagine? A birthday is there. And sometimes, you see, even the people have big parties for that. Then they started, let us have birthday of the dogs. So they are having birthdays of the dogs. Anybody who puts ideas into them. Then there are organizations where they say, all right, when you are going to die, you tell us what suit you want to wear, what tie you want to wear, what shoes, what clothes, then what kind of a coffin you want to go, plastic or wood or this and that. I mean, so it is to be prescribed. To such an extent that some people say, put us in the ice, you see, so we'll be there. The worst thing, I think, especially in Europe, is that they have nicely advertised and marketed the thing of going for a holiday. So, in Italy, supposing a person doesn't go to a holiday, he'll say, there's a crisis in my life. What? I couldn't go to a holiday. Then they said, you must go there, tan your faces, stay there in hotels. So many hotels have come up. Everybody has to go out. Especially I was surprised, the whole of Milan is closed for 1 month. Nobody you can find there. See, I think if they all go and live in jungles would be a better idea. They will learn much more than to waste their time on the seashore. They are spoiling all the seashores. They have no respect for the sea, which is their father. They have no respect for each other. The women try to slim down and to look very nice so that they could become nude there. The whole industry is so bad. I mean, if somebody says, would you like to come to the seashore, I would not go. I would hate to go to a place to see so many stupid ladies in the sun, trying to tan themselves. Now, this stupid idea, how could you accept if you are intelligent? There are so many ideas prevalent today, mostly coming from America, I must say, that you people follow. As I said, that America is the guru of all the Eastern, our European and English and all these people. Now, then another thing happens. You see the atmosphere in which you live. Especially in England, I have noticed. There may be nothing, There was a garbage cleaner who came to our house. And we had that time with us a president of the Hague High Court, imagine, the World High Court. So I told him, you have to clear out all these things. It's too much. As usual, you see, they are very, I don't know what to say, but stupidly proud about themselves. You don't understand. I said, how much do you want? I gave him 10 pounds. In those days, 10 pounds was a big thing. He said, you don't understand the laws. You see, you are all Indians, niggers, this, that. Then this gentleman who was in our house, he came out and he asked him, why are you shouting? You nigger, you don't understand any laws. He is the chairman of the World High Court, and this stupid Englishman talking like that. The English are really, in a way, they are really dumb people. Because their intelligence never tells them that you are nothing. What are you proud of? Such dumb people they are. I don't know, it might have come frozen with the coal or anything. But they think they are very intelligent. Their scholarship was all right. But I was amazed that in the beginning of the scholarship that they had, they said that the black people are like beasts. There are so many books written about it. And they accepted that black people are like beasts, while these people were living like I don't know what, at the time when black were much more advanced. So this kind of an idea when they have, I see here also, I can see this, that English have, they think no end of themselves. But they don't understand, they don't know anything. They have no wisdom. They lived in India for 300 years, they never learnt anything from India. You can imagine their wisdom part. Their scholarship, some of them, but still ambiguous. Say, Bernard Shaw, I think, was very ambiguous. I place him as a very great writer, but ambiguous. And then comes the French, God save. Now, how have they denied Sri Krishna? You can see very clearly in French people. French wanted to become the highest in diplomacy. They lack diplomacy, completely useless people. They made our telephone in India the way they have spoiled it. So they started a cult of drinking. Now can you imagine Sri Krishna drinking all these things? They have a dictionary on drinking, on everything. There's books after books written. I mean, imagine how could any evolved people accept this kind of a nonsensical culture that you must know what to drink, what to buy, what to put in, what sort of tumblers to be put. They are all tumblers, nothing but tumblers, I think. How could they accept such a thing? Which is so stupid, is a social acceptance. Prostitution is another social acceptance. Morality-wise, they have really denied completely the principle of Sri Krishna. The way they have been ruining their people and to beat up everything is racialism. Can you think that for the skin, you separate people? On the contrary, I would say the black, especially in India, they are much more evolved than all the white skins put together. Because they have wisdom. They are wiser people. But these white skins, they are going to, how did they get America also? They dominated so much, they conquered it, they settled down there. You saw yesterday from Sierra Nevada, you saw how people believed in wisdom and how they lived. They took away all their lands. Everybody, you see, is now nicely the owner of America. How? You are squatters. You came from another country, killed thousands and thousands of people without feeling guilty about it. That means they are not even human beings. And nicely settled as Americans. I don't know how this word America has come. But if it means Amara, they are not. It means Americas, they are not. Both ways, I don't know how this word has come and some sort of a meaning they attach to it. But their intellect grew much more. Why? Again, because of money orientation. I don't understand economics. And the way they have made this economics from their yarns which came out of their heads has landed all the countries into recession, all kinds of fraud, and also mafia. That is the outcome of this so-called economics they have. Surge economics is very different. We are not bound by all these nonsensical ideas that are prevalent as economics. It's nothing but exploitation, is marketing, is how to impress people, how to sell things, how to do this, how to do that. All this is nothing but, I would say, financial aggressiveness. What about Shri Krishna? He was the king and he lived like a king, but also he lived in a very humble abode in Gokul. He was not attached. So the first thing is that the way they are attached to money Any justification for getting money is all right. Once we went to a hotel in India. So we had some American friends. And as usual, I mean, you can't eat like Americans can, Indians can't compete. They can eat a lot. So they were eating, but we couldn't cope with them, really, to be very frank. I mean, we're no good. After some time, they said, "Have you finished?" I said, "Yes." "All right." They called the waiter, "Pack this out." I said, "What? Want to pack this for what? We paid for it." So you paid for it, but I mean, in India nobody will eat a food which somebody else has eaten. No, you pack it. And they had no shame about it. So shameless. I said, "We don't do this in India." He said, "Why not?" I said, "These are bad manners. But we paid for it. Once you have paid for it, then there is no bad manners." I said, "We don't want this to pack. We'll have it. We'll have it in the night. We'll have it in the evening." I was surprised that such miserly people are saying that they're very rich and they think no end of themselves. Extremely miserly. Americans are superficially nice, must tell you. On my experience is they are not like English that they look down upon everyone. No, you don't feel that way with them. But they are very superficial. You give them 10 presents, they won't even give you one. They have no sense at all, no shame about it. Why? Because the whole thing is we paid for it. I mean, you go to any place, any restaurant there or anything, you'll be amazed. They pack things for you if something is left over in America. They do. To that extent, they can go in their miserliness without any shame about it. And miserliness is out of such a one. You cannot be miserly. You have to be generous. You have to be giving. You have to feel for others. Is this the only way we can express ourselves? All this generosity is not to create a big sort of a hero out of you. But the worst and the worst and the worst is the Hollywood. Is the film industry. Under the name of industry, you can do anything. Now this Hollywood is creating such horrible films, but the worst is that they get awards for these worst films. There's one film they showed, I have not seen, I can't see it. They told me that a man is a cannibal and he's eating the flesh of human beings, and they have shown, and they enjoy. Very, very famous. Apart from that, not only famous, but they got awards for the best film, the best actor, the best. You must get a director from there and make him eat the flesh of human beings. It's the only way I think this horrible thing. Then they are producing other pictures. I've seen another one for a short time, where they show all dead bodies hanging, you see. Horrible. Why these people like to see such horrible things? What is their character? Where have they gone? Why do they enjoy things which no human being who is a human being will enjoy? And then it goes further. Their Halloween business, I saw a film, I said, my God, this is a hell in which they thought it was like the Ras of Sri Krishna. So it was Krishna consciousness, I think, that was working there. There are 1,001 things which can shock you in America, and also in England, also in Europe.
जय श्री माता जी। श्री आदि शक्ति मंत्र। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री आदि शक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवै नमो नमः। जय श्री माता जी। आरती की तैयारी करते हैं।
साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी सरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुण्डलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ती माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्के साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ती माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्के साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः बोलो श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी की
जय। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, आज का सामूहिक ध्यान हम आपके श्री चरणों पर समर्पित करते हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, कृपा कर हमारे विशुद्धि चक्र पर श्री राधा कृष्ण की शक्ति जागृत कीजिए। श्री माता जी, कृपा कर हमें सामूहिक बनाइए, हमारे अंदर धर्म की स्थापना कीजिए। श्री माता जी, कृपा कर हमें सहज धर्म के मर्यादा में रखिए। कृपा कर हमें स्थित प्रज्ञ की स्थिति में रखिए। श्री माता जी, कृपा कर हमें अंदर से शांत कीजिए, हमें साक्षी भाव दीजिए। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, कृपा कर हमें आध्यात्मिक उत्थान, हमारा आध्यात्मिक उत्थान मध्य मार्ग से कार्यान्वित कीजिए, हमें संतुलन में रखिए। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, कृपा कर हमें विराट का अंग प्रत्यंग बनाइए। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, आपके श्री चरणों पर हमारा कोटि कोटि नमन, कोटि कोटि नमन, अनंत कोटि नमन। जय श्री माता जी। सामूहिक बंधन लेते हैं। जय श्री माता जी। आज के कार्यक्रम, आज शाम का ध्यान ठीक 7 बजे प्रतिष्ठान पुणे यूट्यूब चैनल पर लाइव प्रसारित होगा। आज का ध्यान सत्र यहीं पे संपन्न होता है। अब हम सहज संगीत का आनंद लेते हैं। आज का दिन सबके लिए आनंदमय, मंगलमय हो। जय श्री माता जी।
धन्य तुझे रूप माऊली, धन्य तुझे रूप, धन्य तुझे रूप माऊली, धन्य तुझे रूप, रूप अनंत तुझे अनंत स्वरूप, रूप अनंत तुझे अनंत स्वरूप, धन्य तुझे रूप माऊली, धन्य तुझे रूप, धन्य तुझे रूप माऊली, धन्य तुझे रूप। तूच विश्वाची जननी, आम्ही सर्व आपुल्या चरणी, विश्वाची जननी आम्ही सर्व आपुल्या चरणी तूच विश्वाची जननी आम्ही सर्व आपुल्या चरणी सर्व विश्वात दुमदुमली आईची ही अमृतवाणी सर्व विश्वात दुमदुमली आईची ही अमृतवाणी धन्य तुझे रूप माऊली धन्य तुझे रूप धन्य तुझे रूप माऊली धन्य तुझे रूप प्रकाशाने ज्ञानदीप झालो तुझ्या दिव्य प्रकाशाने ज्ञानदीप झालो धन्य तुझे रूप माऊली धन्य तुझे रूप धन्य तुझे रूप माऊली धन्य तुझे रूप सत्याचा दाविला सत्य निर्मल धर्म दिला मार्ग सत्याचा दाविला सत्य निर्मल धर्म दिला मार्ग सत्याचा दाविला सत्य निर्मल धर्म दिला सन्मार्ग आणि सत्कर्म जाणण्याचा मंत्र दिला सन्मार्ग आणि सत्कर्म जाणण्याचा मंत्र दिला धन्य तुझे रूप माऊली धन्य तुझे रूप धन्य तुझे रूप माऊली धन्य तुझे रूप रूप अनंत तुझे अनंत स्वरूप रूप अनंत तुझे अनंत स्वरूप धन्य तुझे रूप माऊली धन्य तुझे रूप धन्य तुझे रूप माऊली धन्य तुझे रूप धन्य तुझे रूप माऊली धन्य तुझे रूप निर्मल नाम तुलेले मनवा निर्मल नाम तुलेले निर्मल नाम तुलेले मनवा निर्मल नाम तुलेले निर्मल नाम तुलेले मनवा निर्मल नाम तुलेले मनवा माँ के शरण में ओले निर्मल नाम तुलेले मनवा निर्मल नाम तुलेले निर्मल नाम तुलेले मनवा निर्मल नाम तुलेले अहंकार से भरा पूरा है, धन दौलत से मान बड़ा है, अभिमान और स्वाभिमान से यहाँ वहाँ तू पड़ा है। अहंकार से भरा पूरा है, धन दौलत से मान बड़ा है, अभिमान और स्वाभिमान से यहाँ वहाँ तू पड़ा है। ये सब कुछ है माया पगले, ये सब कुछ है माया पगले, निर्मल नाम तू जप ले, निर्मल नाम तू ले ले मनवा, निर्मल नाम तू ले ले, निर्मल नाम तू ले ले मनवा, निर्मल नाम तू ले ले। सुंदरता की मूरत यहाँ वहाँ ले फिरता, कोई नहीं कहे तेरे बारे में, अपने ही गुण तू गाता। अपनी सुंदरता की मूरत यहाँ वहाँ ले फिरता, कोई नहीं कहे तेरे बारे में, अपने ही गुण तू गाता। अब ये कुछ ना सोच रे मनवा, कुछ ना सोच रे मनवा, सच्चाई को अपना ले, निर्मल नाम तू ले ले मनवा, निर्मल नाम तू ले ले, निर्मल नाम तू ले ले मनवा, निर्मल नाम तू ले ले। कैसे कैसे माँ खेल रचाए इस धरती पर आकर, कोई कहे माँ है तू लक्ष्मी, कोई कहे तो है बालक। कैसे कैसे माँ खेल रचाए इस धरती पर आकर, कोई कहे माँ है तू लक्ष्मी, कोई कहे तो है बालक। माँ की महिमा माँ ही जाने, महिमा माही जाने, निर्मल ध्यान तू कर ले, निर्मल नाम तू ले ले मनवा, निर्मल नाम तू ले ले, निर्मल नाम तू ले ले मनवा, निर्मल नाम तू ले ले, निर्मल नाम